What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we back here in Germany. We got Germany Explained. We checking this out, seeing what it's about. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Germany Explained. Let's see how they explain Germany for us.
Germany is mentioned so much in pop culture and politics that you might think is one of the countries you know the most about. But let's face it, 99% of that information is World War II, beer and lederhosen. Unfortunately, since there's so much more to Deutschland, as the local populace calls it, hence here are the most important facts about Germany that you were missing. And in the spirit of the people inhabiting the country, we're going to do the explanation.
I got this guy dancing.
Germany is large, ranking 7th in Europe in terms of landmass at 386 kilometers squared. But even more so regarding the population, where it finds itself third on the continent with 83.2 million people, just edged by second place Turkey. Yet Germany is the most populous European country if you exclude the two continents spanning Turkey at 84 and Russia at 155 million people. There's a big drop-off after it on the old continent, with France and the UK having 67.8 and 67 million people respectively. Also, it's worth mentioning that our channel doesn't have anywhere near 67 million subscribers, so to help us with this very realistic goal, you should hit that subscribe button below.
For sure.
On a world map, Germany is 63rd in size and 19th when looking at numbers of citizens. Located right in Central Europe, Germany has the second most borders of any country in Europe, after Russia, of course. Boasting 9 neighbors, sharing its longest border with the Czech Republic at 817 kilometers, and Austria as a close second at 801 kilometers.
Hey, Austria?
Besides these two countries on the east and southeast, Germany also splits borders with Switzerland, France, Luxembourg, Belgium, the Netherlands, Denmark, and Poland.
Thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other countries. So I can imagine how easily it would be to get to each country.
We actually covered quite a few of these neighbors in our videos already, and you find those links down at the description. At its south end, Germany starts at the foothill of the Alps and stretches to the North Sea at its northwest, and the Baltic Sea to the northeast. Part of the latter is even called the German Riviera, as it's the vacation region of the country, with a rare combination of old Gothic towns that also offers walks on sandy beaches. Although it might not look so on the map, but Germany has a coastline of 2,389 kilometers, which is actually more than Portugal, even though most of us associate this country with sunshine and blue horizons. Yet Germany had them beat up with the help of the indented coastline and quite a bit of small and not so small islands. Didn't we tell Germany has some surprises? Geographers still do like using Germany as a typical example of a common occurrences in typography, which is a study of the forms and features of land surfaces. As going from the coastline downwards, south that is, please forgive us elementary school geography teachers of our past, we know that south is south and not downwards. Okay. The territory depicts a common theme from across the earth. Beaches turn into green fields sporadically colored with lakes, rivers and swamps, which in turn after many kilometers on the autobahn turn into hills separated by the scenic valleys decorated with creeks and rivers. These hills start rising until they start creating lush green highlands before culminating with the status of mountains.
A lot of
on
land.
an organizational state level, Germany is a federal republic consisting of 16 states who hold a degree of sovereignty.
Okay, yeah, in one of the other videos, I was saying I didn't know Germany has states, but now I know they got 16. But I think that's pretty cool. Definitely be interested in learning Germany state to state. I might do a Google Street View as well. If y'all know some, I like doing small towns instead of like the major towns because everybody always talking about those. I like doing the smaller towns never heard of.
Berlin, the capital and the largest city, and Hamburg, the second most populous city, are granted this status and are commonly known as city-states. Alongside the free Hanseatic city of Bremen, which sounds like something from Game of Thrones, as the least populous state basically consists of 2 enclaves due to its history. While the largest and most well-known state is Bavaria, roughly the size of the Republic of Ireland at 70,552 kilometers squared. Yet the agricultural economic powerhouse Bavaria in the southeast isn't the most populous federal state in Germany. That title goes to the North Rhine-Westphalia with 17,922,570 people, which in terms of proper European countries would have put her over their western neighbors, the Netherlands, most densely populated country in the European Union, as we mentioned in our most successful video yet on the Not Holland. But the German state to their east is even smaller in size, making it very compactly populated, seeing how 4 of Germany's 10 most populated cities are located in this state. Cologne, Düsseldorf, Dortmund and Essen, it's not hard to see.
Okay, I heard of Cologne and Düsseldorf.
Why?
Germany.
While there are 6 federal states with no city larger than 280k, Berlin, the 5th most populous city in Europe and the capital of Germany, is primarily known as the culture center of the country and of the continent when it comes to electronic music and modern arts.
Electronic music? How they trying to do back then? Hey.
Having a continental climate with cold snowy winters and hot summers, Germany also experiences quite a bit of overcast during the year, especially the northern area due to the effect of the Atlantic Ocean. The more south and the more east you go, the populace gets more sunshine per year. Yet, even in the eastern located Berlin, there are 139 rainfall days. Still, that didn't stop German tourists from having 39 million international arrivals in 2019,
that's nice.
Similar to the whole of seemingly much more popular UK. Well, the festivals like the Oktoberfest in Munich...
Yeah, I definitely want to go. I definitely want to visit Germany. I think I might have had 2, maybe 3 friends or family members that were stationed in Germany in the military.
And the notoriety for greatest beer and sausages in the world do the heavy lifting. Yet Germany has a lot more to offer outside of its urban centers. Fairy tale-like castles across the land, many big rivers like the Rhine, Main, Danube and Elbe used for cruises, and the Alps boosting the country's highest peaks with the Zugspitze, Rhine Supreme at 2,962 meters. After hiking or skiing in these areas, one could go for strong flavored German food, the Bratwurst, Sauerkraut and many kinds of cheese. Germany now boasts a very distinct food offering, as some estimates suggest that 1 in every 10 German citizens comes originally from a foreign country, with Turks and Poles as the most represented ethnicities. Somewhat surprisingly compared to UK and France, Germany is still quite a religious country, with 66% Christian population, split almost equally between the Catholics and the Protestants, 6.9% Muslims and 26.3% unaffiliated. Yet, it might not be so strange, considering Germany is the birthplace of Protestantism, but also because it has been, for the longest time, the spiritual successor of the Roman Empire. But we need to back up quite a bit.
We'll take it all the way back.
Germanic tribes originating from the southern end of Scandinavia populated the lands we've been examining around 500 BC, eventually becoming a threat to the Roman Empire, with the legions attempting and failing conquering the dark forests of the Great Germany. Yet part of western and southern Germany did get included in the vast Roman Empire, but the whole of western Roman Empire fell to Germanic tribes by the end of the 6th century AD, following the great barbarian invasions and migrations, which resulted in Germanic tribes ending up pretty much everywhere in Europe. Too many tribes to be listed in this introductory video, yet they are the reason why there are so many different words for the same country. Unlike for Italy, England or Russia, who we all call similarly with the same root of the word. But the Scandinavians call Germany Tyskland, the English, well, Germany, and the French Allemagne. And most Eastern European nations as a variation of the word Nimsi, and the Dutch Deutschland. Franks, one of these groups of Germanic people, became the most powerful kingdom on the ashes of the Western Roman Empire. It's this domain that served as the basis for the Holy Roman Empire, a conglomeration of political entities, states, cities that lasted for nearly 1,000 years with varying borders, but usually holding most parts of what is today Germany. The loosely tied organization ended with Napoleonic Wars, yet those lit the nationalistic fervor across the states, leading eventually to the founding of the German Empire in 1871, having the country be so young and so old at the same time. The 20th century is what most people know Germany for, and losing 2 world wars in which it was the aggressor. After the Second World War, the victorious Allies divided Germany into eastern and western parts, which were then again reunited in 1990 after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Despite massive losses in the 20th century, Germany remains an industrial powerhouse of the world and a synonym for perfectly engineered, well...
I want to dig deep in some more German history. Like I said, my school taught German, like, it was either Spanish or German, and y'all know, in American schools in the history class, we talk about the World Wars, so of course I mean, at least on that end of things of Germany. So, like, Germany is a country we're very familiar with in the terms of history, but yeah, I gotta check out
Germany
some more,
remains an industrial powerhouse of the world and a synonym for perfectly engineered, well, anything, but especially cars. One of the strongest economies of the world, Germany uses, well, anything, but especially cars.
Some of these cars, I didn't even know what German. I know German, the main manufacturer. Some of these cars I never heard of. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to find a video. See these different cars. Wow.
One of the strongest economies of the world, Germany uses euro as its currency since 2002, and before the national money was called the Deutschmark. Its distinctive flag of black, red and gold, technically older than the country itself, and the anthem is called Deutschlandlied, the song of the Germans. In many ways, Germany is the country of extremes, from the plains to the Alps, from the free-flowing anti-German stereotype that is Berlin to the industrial lands in the West. Hopefully we convinced you that there is so much more to Germany than what is usually mentioned, and we didn't even get to mention Beethoven, Bach, Einstein, Martin Luther, Nietzsche, Karl Marx, Schumacher,
Yeah, still so much to know and learn about Germany. That's what I'm going to check out here soon, man, as I continue my journey of learning about Germany. Shout out to Countries Explained. That was a good video. I know there's more out there. I do have a playlist if y'all like to add some videos you would like for me to check out. Cause I definitely gotta check out more, man. But I'm interested. I'm gonna have to try and learn, see some German words or something like that as well. Cause I know, like I said, my school offered German classes. I chose Spanish because I thought that would be easier. I'm trying to take the easy way out, you know. German seemed tough. That seemed tough. But apparently we had a real good German teacher. Like they won a lot of competitions and stuff at our school. Of course, when you're not a part of things, you don't really know that. But I didn't find out till like after. Then I start working for the school and stuff like that. That's when you find that stuff out. But other than that, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Send out those recommendations. And y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.